It's my life.
Good day everyone. My name is Ronald James Giboni from BSN 11D Group 14, and today I will be performing a written demonstration of nursing interview and general survey. So to start the introductory phase, first is review client's medical records if available. Then determine the scope of the assessment needed. So we need the pen and a paper to write down the data being gathered during the assessment. And lastly is perform hand washing to prevent the spread of microorganisms. To start with the pre-introductory phase, greet the clients politely and introduce self and verify client's identity, then ask the client how he or she would like to call during the assessment. So clients must always be comfortable on you. So good morning, sir. I am Ronald James Giboni, your student nurse for today. So may I ask your name?
I'm Brad Jason Beaverjon. Just call me Brel during the assessment.
Thank you, Sir Brian. So next, explain the purpose of the interview and what will be the questions being asked later. Everything must be understood by the client so that he or she will not feel uncomfortable. So today, sir, we will be conducting a general survey and we will be asking some questions later on. So, is it okay for you if you answer it honestly?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So next is assess for any barriers to communicate with the clients and clarify the client if he or she has a questions or concern. You should always be aware if the client has a concern so that it would be easily resolved. So before we start our survey, our assessment, do you have any questions, concerns to clarify?
Nothing in particular.
Okay, thank you, sir. So next, ensure client's comfort, privacy, and confidentiality. And establish rapport. Client must feel safe and secure to you so he or she will trust you. So, how do you feel today, sir?
I'm fine.
About our setting, is it okay in here? Do you have any problems?
Not so far.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, to start our working phase, we must ask open-ended questions that allows full freedom of response. Clients need to express their feelings on you, so you will know their situation. So next is to gather relevant data on biographic data, reason for seeking care, history of present illness, past health history, family history, psychosocial history, and lastly, the current lifestyle of the client. So ask questions carefully and do it one at a time. Always use open-ended statement as much as possible. This is to help your client to gain confidence when having a conversation with you. So to start, first is the biographic data. Ask the name, the age, and status of the client. This is to gather the information of the patient. So, may I ask your name again, sir?
My name is Brad Jason Beaverjon.
And how old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Your status?
Single.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, Brian. So, next is the reason for seeking care. This is to know why your client is needed to be assessed. So, is there any problem why you are seeking care right now, sir?
I am not feeling well because I have a fever. That is why I have gone here to seek for help.
Okay, so next is the history of present illness. The importance of this is to gather more information about the illness. So, when did it all started?
It started 3 days ago. thought it was only an headache, but as time went on, my temperature rises. That's why it worried me and got
How does it all started?
For me, it all started when I have because I have a work in the morning that involves physical hard labor. So for me, I concluded that it was because of over fatigue.
Okay, so thank you, sir. So, next is the past health history. This is to know if there are any relevant of the past health history about the present illness. So, do you have any past health history, sir? Do you have any sickness before that is significant to your present illness?
Nothing in particular, but I have observed for these past few years that if I experience being over fatigued, there is most likely a high chance that I would have a fever.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, next is the family history. This is where we record the disease and health condition of the client's family. This will help us if there is a significant relevant to the present illness of the patient. So, do you have any family history medical that is relevant to your present illness right now?
My father is a diabetic person, and my mother also involves kidney failures. But for me, it is not related on what I'm dealing with.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, next will be the psychosocial history. This will help us to determine if the patient had experienced traumatic events, depressions, and others. So, do you have any traumatic events in the past few years of your life? Do you have any depression that you're feeling?
No, that I have not been diagnosed as a depressed or psychologically deteriorated person.
Thank you, sir. So, lastly will be the current lifestyle. This is to know what are the activities of the client that could worsen or improve his or her health. So, may I ask, what are your current lifestyle?
So, as I said earlier, my job involves physical hard labor. So, for me, it is enough. It also can be considered an exercise, but as what I can tell, I have a weak immune system because I don't eat a lot of fruits. So, I think that also causes a factor on how I feel.
So, next is encourage the client to discuss their concern in health and their health history, as well as the perception of their health. Clients that discuss their concern and health history could help gather more information. Do you have anything to add about your health history, sir?
Regarding my case, I do not have anything relevant to add on what I have said before.
So, use communication techniques and types of questions for history taking. This helps the client to discuss the health history thoroughly. So, use terms that are easily be understood by the clients. Clients need to understand the questions being asked to them. Observe verbal and non-verbal action of the client and provide adequate time to express himself. This is to gain more data of the client. So for the summary and closing phase, summarize all the data being gathered to the client. Verify the completeness and correctness of the data being gathered. So, to sum up the data gathered during the assessment, so your name is Brian Verjum, am I right, sir?
Yes.
20 years old, single, you have a fever that started 3 days ago, and and due to over fatigue. Your family health history has a diabetic. Your father is a diabetic, and your mother has a kidney failure. And this is not related to your present illness. So your psychosocial history is none, and your current lifestyle is exercise every morning in your job.
So it means that my current lifestyle is healthy, right?
Yes, because but it is over because as what you said earlier, you get over fatigue and you get fever because you have low immune system. So next, discuss to the clients possible plans to resolve health concern and assess for clients' understanding of the plans and the need for further teachings. So, sir, just rest for a few days and stay hydrated. Drink plenty of waters every day. Okay, sir? Then, provide the client the opportunity to clarify, ask, or raise any concerns. Then, thank the client and ended the interview politely. So, sir, before we end this survey, do you have any clarifications or questions in our during our assessment?
I have a question that has been bothering me
Yes.
lately. I have been also advised to take paracetamol for my fever in order for it to go down. Is it correct that the time span for it to take is 5 hours? After I have taken the medicine, it takes 5 hours for me to take it again. Is it correct?
I really cannot answer it because it's for the physician to answer it, sir. I'm just honest. Do you have did I answer your questions correctly? Do you have any questions, clarifications? Okay. Thank you for coming here during our assessment, and hope to see you again next time, sir. Don't hesitate to come back if you have any problems.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.